back guys to my KTM 1190R adventures. This is part 4 and we're in beautiful Margaret River region of the southwest of Western Australia. I've got my old mate Nick Jago out with me on 1190R and we're on a 2-day rally of our very own. Come and check it out.
To start this adventure, we'll need a bike for Jago, and I know just where to get one.
So pretty much, man, the most things you're going to sort of play around with, really through this soft keypad here, you can access your maps, and that's probably what you'll play around with the most. On that sport mode, that's just got full power, so 150 horsepower.
Let me introduce you to our mate, Sander Tabor. We've ridden and raced together over the years, and it's great to see Sanders followed his dream of building a KTM empire in the southwest. And we're even more stoked he's allowing Jago to demo a brand new 1190R. Did I mention he has never ridden one before? Obviously, given he looks like he's being guided through his first ever skydive or something.
Cool, mate. No worries, mate. Enjoy your bike. Have a safe weekend. All right, see ya.
And he's off. Rather than babysit Jago into the ride, I've organised a rendezvous point for him to meet up with me. It'll give him time to find his own rhythm with the big 1190.
Alright, morning mate. Where you been? Oh, I got a bit lost back there. Let's get into it.
As suspected, Jago's all over it, taking to adventure riding like the seasoned enduro gun that he is.
Yeah, that'll look great. Oh, you just filled me in. Oh well, we had to get her adventure ready and she's ready now. Holy shit.
One thing I've learned about adventure riding is that it's twice as much fun when you've got a mate with you, but more importantly, a mate that's up to any challenge and can handle the pace. Jago's been racing motocross and enduro for most of his life, so I had no doubt he'd handle an 1190R through the bush. We're tracking toward the Nannup region in the heart of the southwest, where the sand subsides and the slick clay begins.
Starting to get a feel for the weight of it, or what?
Yeah. More dangerous when you're slow and stop and turn around. Like just a small.
Like, you realise that as soon as you stand up and treat it like a dirt bike, it just sort of acts like one, doesn't it?
It takes it.
It's trial by fire now, Jago, the hills of Nannup. Steep, rough and very greasy. homing in on the most southern region of Western Australia. We're entering the majestic Karri Valley, healthy, lush forests full of massive karri trees. There's not too many people I would confidently ride side by side with on big bikes in slippery terrain, but Jego and I have been doing this for years. In our early 20s, we'd start the weekend by hitting nightclubs till 3 AM, then be up at 9 drifting around side by side on the West Aussie pea gravel. Come Saturday night, we'd be straight back on the town to repeat the cycle. It didn't matter that we'd go home empty-handed, for we knew our trusty motos were in the shed waiting for another big day of riding. We've made it to our first destination, the Karri Valley Resort.
See what I mean about we're here and then tomorrow will be a Mars. And then it's like you could keep going all the way across Australia on those things.
Right.
Couldn't you?
Yeah, the next night we could be in Gelton.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be that hard to get there.
No.
Because it's only 3.5 hours.
Oh, and they just eat up the big caves.
We were pretty stoked with last night's meal, especially the wine. Turns out our 2008 Shiraz didn't have too far to travel, given the Donnelly River Winery is just around the corner. You know you haven't mastered the art of adventure riding when you keep rolling out in motocross gloves. They're absolutely useless when it's 0 degrees and frostbite is forcing you to stuff your hand in your crutch for warmth. At some point on a ride, your experience will either get you out of trouble or coax you into finding trouble. This crystal clear river crossing is actually deadly. As I inch toward the centre, I'm one slip away from being washed down the river with the 1190R.
I'm going to get good. I'm going to just stay there. I'm trying to grab it's trying to wash me down. Okay, come back. You're right. You're all good. Take time.
Went over that side, we're not getting it back.
No way.
We're not getting it out.
No.
There's just too much power.
Yep.
Mate, it'd push a car off.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But we give it a crack anyway.
We gave it a crack.
Lesson for the day, don't ever mess with the Blackwood River. Kilometres later, Jego and I are still a bit rattled by what could have been.
The thing was going to go under, and we weren't getting it back.
Legging it down the beach is one of the coolest things you can do on a big adventure bike, but getting trapped by the rocks and tides is a big risk. We need an exit point, now. The WA coastline really is an adventure bike playground. With the amount of fuel these things carry, you can just explore for hours. One thing's for sure, Jago's never going to look at these big heavy beasts the same again. I think I've well and truly introduced him to adventure bikes and shown him that there really is life after racing.
But not as much pepper and spice as great uniques. With a piece of lamb.
Alright, 2 full bottles of those.
2 full bottles
Yeah.
of those. I want to give you half one. That wouldn't be fair.
That's it for another crazy adventure. Later in the year, we may even have a ride for you guys to come and join in on. So stay tuned. Until then, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, A Riemann 1. See you next time.